tricks of the day. Now we welcome you back to the Vert ramp as we get set for the inline Vert round number 1, heat number 1. 10 exciting skaters, and we'll tell you how all this breaks down. 2 heats of 5. It's a 10-minute heat jam format. The top 5 overall advance, and the Yasutoko brothers are some of the skaters we're going to be looking at as they have consecutively won this event over and over and over again here in Shanghai, China. But they will have competition as the crowd starts to look on. And this is a look at number 1 of the heat. Kawasaki Abade. Yost is in this competition from Australia, and Ito Yasutoko from Japan. And talking about the Yasutoko brothers, they are the odds-on favorite, and they are pushing the sport to new limits. Check this out. Over there on the mini-mega ramp, pardon me. This was this morning. First time this has been done, as they were up there on the ramp, and they said, you know what?
You got it, mini-mega.
Let's give it a shot, and they did, and check it out. This could be in the Kia World Extreme Games next year, and this is why the progression of the sport continues to be pushed as Ito and Takeshi Yasutoko
skating on the mini-mega
ramp, dropping in.
It was good. Good shot.
So congratulations for them to turning inline skating up a notch, and that's exactly what we needed as Ito and Takeshi will be skating today. Hello everybody, I'm Paul Higgins along with Zeke Anderson. And Zeke, a very busy day here at the Kia World Extreme Games, and when you look at the skaters in the top 5 of this heat, number 1, we have some exciting skaters. Kawasaki will start it off, but there's a number of skaters that could change things up this year.
Oh, you better believe it. These guys have been training. It's always a great time here. They come out, great crowds, and I think we're going to put on a pretty good show.
So great crowd on hand. Yep, as you take a look at the crowd on hand for the inline Vert final, and it should be an exciting one, and I wonder if it's going to come down to a Takeshi, but we've got some young skaters as well as a Japanese contingent here.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys that train now over in Japan with these guys. They're also going out to, big woodward complexes in Beijing and checking out and trying to see what they can do. So, there's always guys nipping at your heels.
And this is Toa Kawasaki, 14 years old from Japan. Judge on creativity, style, difficulty of tricks, the jam format. We talked about it. It's all so fun to watch as he comes in on the big roll-in.
Nice. It's about six or 8 feet out. It's always cool to watch the guys from when they're starting off, getting overhead high. Let's see how he keep up his height as the run goes on.
And the one thing that we taking us back here in Shanghai over the years is the fact that these little guys, the only disadvantage they have is they really can't get that high out of the pipe.
Yeah, it's kind of like dropping a feather and dropping a volleyball. It's like one when it drops back into the pipe just has so much more momentum, and the other one just kind of floats down and tries their hardest to get up the other side.
So Roman Abrate is getting ready to go in, 25 years old, out of France. You can see that roll in right there. Last year it was on the other side of the ramp, here in the center part, so it creates a channel.
Yeah, and Roman is more of a park/stunt skater. He skates street and he can't skate vert, but he was over here, he's like, you know what, I'll get up there and give it a shot. He's definitely good at grinding. He won the Fizz with a huge double flat spin that he's been doing over gaps. So if we actually get on the Mega Mini, he might be someone to watch in the future.
So Nudenhoff will get an opportunity to go in right now. Nudenhoff, and he drops in, very colorful skater, and he immediately is way out of the pipe.
Yeah, he's boosting right now. He's got a good 8-10 feet out. Nice little flat spin 540 there. Inverted alley-oop twist. Oh, wow, 4-9.
And he will be followed by Shane Yost and then Ito Yasutoko.
Over the what do we call that? Little pocket right there.
Oh, I'd call that a big channel, man.
The channel, the big keyhole.
It looks like an entrance to a drainage ditch
Yeah, exactly.
that you want to go skate. So Shane Yost will go in. So far, the high score has been Kawasaki's 31.33. Newtonoff might change that.
Definitely will.
Shane Yost in the ramp right now. Shane is one of those guys that can get really high out of the pipe.
I'm actually really excited to see Shane. We call him Yosty. He hasn't been out in the scene lately. He's been doing a bunch of training and working hard, and now he's back, and you know, always putting on a great show. It's cool to see him warming up, and he's actually putting together a solid run. Let's see what he's got here. Garfunkel flip he does.
High score is 40.67.
Nice little soul over the channel.
A little under just about 7 minutes to go in this heat. And this is heat number 1 of round 1 for the aggressive inline vert final. Eito Yasutoko.
Yasutoko brothers have steadily been chomping this up.
What's he going to bring new this year that he didn't bring last year or the year before?
Well, to be quite honest, at the level that they're at, it's kind of like Andy Mack, super competitive, super, you know, consistent. Whoa, don't backflip right
Jack is jacked up about that double back, and he can do that almost in his sleep with his eyes closed for sure, as this guy is just a machine inside the pipe.
That really is the thing. They have such a deep bag of tricks that even their B-class runs are still like world-class runs. You know what I mean?
That's going to be the high score so far in this first runs. Yasutoko, he will be up against his brother a little bit later on in the final, because obviously he will go to the final. He's got a 45.67. Towa Kawasaki, the young 14-year-old dropping in from Japan. He comes in off the channel, just soaring.
Yeah. The Japanese skaters, we call the G ramps. They got the G pump. They all seem to know how to land perfectly in the pocket. The boost, that was nice, 540. Flat spin right there. Big twist. Inverted, nice little kind grind. This is a really solid run. I mean, this is one of the first times that we've got a chance to see this little guy. And he's just doing a really good job. Like that right there, nice forward 900.
Future of the sport, and if he continues to skate like he is, he's got much more to do in shows across the world, because a lot of these guys go on to do like Las Vegas type shows, Cirque du Soleil shows. Yep. So we'll see what he gets. Young Kawasaki got a 36 and a 31 so far with a change in there. So he's got a 67 overall.
What are the chances of that? 67.
That's not a bad roll. And
Roman right here.
Yeah, Roman drops in. He had a first score of a 24. And the highest score of the first runs was Yasutoko with a 45.67. So Ezekwe, I know that sometimes it's anticlimactic with the Yasutoko brothers because they are head and shoulders above, but it could come down to a duel between the two bros.
Yeah, for me, it's never anticlimactic because I just love watching them skate. Every time they get on the ramp, I wish that I had wings and I could fly like them.
Right.
So, but yeah, I definitely know what you mean. They're here to put on a show, you know. So I mean, they never back down. If they're battling, you know, the civil rivalry is always there. They both want to bash each other and they both want to win. So if it's Takeshi in first and Eito in second, or Eito in first and Takeshi in second, either one's going to be a good final.
36 years old out of Australia, Shane Yost could very well be on the podium today.
Yeah, Shane is solid. He can spin both ways. It's actually, you got to kind of pay attention because he'll do a 1080 one way and then come back the other way. So he's always confusing me. He's giving me tongue twisters.
Less than 3.5 minutes to go in this heat number 1. And so the scores are all so important. They might get a total of 3 runs in at best. Yasutoko will go for another solid run, and he'll do what he needs to do to get in the final.
nice, solid. This is kind of warm-up for him. He's probably going to save his big tricks for the finals. These guys really know how to compete. They know to do just enough to get into the final, save the big tricks and the bangers for the big final. Wow, does that.
So he added a little bit of difficulty with the double back with the half.
I wouldn't be surprised. He looked like he was kind of like sussing out what it'd be like to go over the channel. So it'd be interesting to see when it comes to the big show if he's going to hook it over there.
Right. And we go back to the top of the order as we wait on Yasutoko's score. And Kawasaki drops in. This will be his third run. Nice. So he'll take the two best scores from his run and add them together.
Being such a small guy, he sure is boosting. I mean, he's landing right underneath the nice flat spins.
He does have a little bit more strength than I was expecting at 14 years old. He's probably about 75, 80 pounds maybe.
Soaking wet.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's not slighting him at all, but really that's probably he maybe weighs 80 pounds, you know. He'll weigh about 75 after losing 5 in the sweat.
He's like, I'm going for gold. I need a medal to weigh me down.
Absolutely. It's an inertia.
Exactly.
So less than a minute and a half to go in this heat.
So Roman's coming out. Let's see.
Wow, nice. Oh, nice. Slow down.
360 to Royale he's trying to do.
Almost ended up in the crowd on the near side. So he won't make it too far, with that. Roman will get right, Nicola will go in now, and he has a 51-33 total, followed by Shane Yost and then Yasutoko. So right now, it's Shane Yost and Yasutoko that are kind of in the driver's seat. And also Kawasaki with a 67-67. He's got actually a better score than Yost, the young man.
Well, he's put down 3 solid runs. Nice. I know knockoff here is going to be hard pressed not to get to the final. He's doing some really big tricks. Down right there. Solid. He's a really nice guy. I saw him up on the Mega Mini this morning. He was filming and he's just smiles, like nice guys that are excited about being here and just in general, and he's one of those dudes.
Going into Shane Yost, he has a 63.33. This is a very important run for him because right now he's in the 3rd spot in this heat with 5 skaters to go in heat number 2.
There's a boost over the channel there.
Zekwe needs a good run.
Yeah, he's more capable.
But with a twist.
Flat spin right there. I just sucked in a little bit too close.
So we'll see if that adds on to his 23, which it will. At 23.67. See, Yasutoko doesn't really need to go unless something really dramatic happened in heat number 2, where they just had a smashing heat.
If there was 4 more Takeshis.
Yeah, exactly. So he's getting ready. Eito's getting ready to go. The last run of a 35.67. Shane Yost gets a 78.33 total.
Bumps him up. Setup airs, about 12 feet out.
Just sky way along the ramp.
One thing I can really say about Eito is he's steadily been working on his style. He used to do tricks and he wouldn't grab as much, and now look down, nothing.
Loving a double backflip. Every time he gets, he throws it in a particular spot where the crowd can see it right.
You watch the Moto X guys and they throw backflips. Now it's just commonplace.
It's amazing.
But it's like, if you miss it, go to the hospital.
So Eito definitely with a very solid run. He had an 86 plus going into that. So Eito, Yasutoko, Shane Yost, both of those guys will definitely, Eito will definitely have an opportunity to go in the final. Shane Yost could be on the bubble as he has a 78.33, But Eito Yasutoko will move on, and this is a look at how it sets up right now. On 83, Shane Yost in third. So we'll keep an eye on those scores, and we'll have much more as we continue here, as the crowd continues to build. And we've got much more skating. Heat number 2 coming your way. And it would be including our defending champion, Takeshi Yasutoko, 26 years old of Japan. Have that next. Give him really good insight.
So we're just going to 2 minutes of warm-up away. We're getting heat number 2 of round 1. The inline Vert finals underway. We just had 1 heat of 5 skaters take their runs. It's a 10-minute jam session. Skaters run in order. Their 30-second run or the run will end with a ball. But basically, we take your 2 best run scores total and together, average it together, I should say.
Sorry.
That'll hopefully get you to the top 5. Get the top 5 scores overall between both.
Hi everybody, and welcome back to the Kia World Extreme Games, the inaugural event 2013. And these are the Kia tricks of the day from heat number 1, round number 1. The first 5 skaters put on quite a show, including Takeshi Yasutoko with a double backflip. Eito Yasutoko with a Kia trick of the day. Hi everybody, welcome back. As we get set for heat number 2, here's a look at the start list. David Gianni will go. CJ Wellsmore, Otto Balanis, Richard Parker, and Takeshi Yasutoko are defending champions. So it should be a great heat number 2 as we get set. Top 5 will advance to the final. We've got that for you right here on the Kia World Extreme Games. Once again, I'm Paul Higgins, Ezekiel Anderson, and this heat number 2, there's got to be some nervous people in heat number 1, but also heat number 2, you have to go out and perform. Now is when you've got to crank it up.
Well, yeah, the guys in the first heat, they really set the tone, the top 3 players, so now it's they know what the bar's been set, and they know what they need to do, and it's just whether or not they can land multiple runs. You know, you can. This isn't a best trick. This isn't going out and landing one good trick. It's just you need to put together run after run and show that you need to be in the final.
So as we get set, as the crowd continues to look on, you see the climbing wall to your left. Great action yesterday here at the Kia World Extreme Games. As the men and the women had their final, it was just spectacular watching them go up that wall. And we have a different wall of sorts here within the half pipe. And the half pipe is a little bit different with the channel down the middle. And the judges looking at creativity, style, difficulty of tricks, and you can see the channel, that hole on the left side. There's a roll-in right where it says Kia World Extreme Games on the banner on the top left. And you've got an opportunity to roll in and get a lot of speed and a lot of air.
Yeah.
Gianni, pardon me, will go first.
You know, like, it's always good to come out boosting, you know, like if you hit a little too low and you half of your runs like below coping or near coping, it's like you might as well just pack up and go home.
Yeah. They will get a 10-minute heat once the clock starts, and they'll get about 3 runs in. That's basically what we'll get. If they're really fast, they'll get a 4th run, but we'll see. There's David as he drops in right next to the channel. So here we go. Heat number 2 is underway.
Got a little double grab here. It's a little low overall, I would say. See how he pumped it up. But you know, sometimes when you come to the big stage and you're out here, you do a lot of tricks, but if you're doing all of them at coping, what I was saying a little bit earlier, it's definitely, when you step up against the big boys, you'll know. It's like, okay, well, you got some tricks in your bag, but you got to pump it up a little bit.
Once again, the coping is that metal bar on top of the ramp that you can hear the skaters clink off of, and it sticks out about 1/4 of an inch, so it allows you to get a little bit of bump off the ramp. And for a skateboard, it's a little bit different. On a bike, it's different, of course, than an inline skate. Whoa, got a little swirly in the air.
Yeah, CJ has been killing it out mostly park and street competitions. He's just an overall good skater. Coming out of Australia, and he's just overall strong skater. He's not quite a vert skater though, so like the inverted tricks and the big spins he doesn't have, but he makes up for it in style.
He's having a lot of fun out there right now, and he is covering the entire ramp, and one of the few skaters so far that have used the channel, the coping above the channel to grind across, so that should be a decent score for CJ. Otto Bolanos getting ready to go in from the beautiful country of Colombia. He's 30 years old.
I remember he tried to hook that tray flip, the triple flip, the back flip a couple seasons back.
Well, you never know. Is he going to cork it out again here?
Well, he had a full face mask on. I don't think he might have gave up on that trick.
He might have gained a lot of confidence where he doesn't need it. The beard's enough.
Maybe. I've been seeing him warming it up, so we'll see.
Well, he's being smart. He's covering the entire ramp and getting the airs, and you want to get technical too, just like we saw in the street course.
Yeah, he's definitely got lots of spins. He got inverted, a couple flat spins, nice grinds. Just kind of laid down a good, solid. I think he knows he needs to land a couple good runs. So rather than trying to huck hard the first one, he figured out, lay down smooth, get something under my belt. There we go, coming out of the channel.
Richard out of Great Britain, 26 years old.
Richard's been steadily working. I think he does a lot of working out, a lot of training. He's been skating. It's really cool to see him out here. Let's see if he can get the full pull. Nice. The crowd favorite right there. Throwback possessor, a little into lean air. Wow. He's doing a solid run. Could be a little higher, but definitely overall a solid run.
So Takeshi Yasutoko, who has won in Shanghai 6 years in a row.
Has it really been 6 years in a row?
We're trying to make it 7. And if we go back to Malaysia, it might have been 7 years in a row. Here he goes. Takeshi Yasutoko getting 3 stories out of this thing. Yeah. 3 stories off the ground.
Yeah, that's a good 12 plus 4. Whoa. A little off axis there. Wow, he actually shuffled up to backside far.
He's just
nice forward 900. He just makes everything look so easy.
Well, Takeshi and he's head and shoulders above everybody. It's just no one can compare to him when he drops into that pipe.
Well, I mean, for a little history lesson, I remember judging him and watching him when he was like 9 years old. You know, I mean, when you're brought up on the world stage in front of everybody, like, you know, you guys got a bunch of guys on the Mega, and you got a bunch of guys like from other sports that, you know, they're 12, 13 now, and now all of a sudden they're starting to be 16, 18, and they're just blowing it up, you know. So he was like that, but 15 years ago.
Gianni now in the ramp. He's got a first run score of 29. Takeshi got a 47.
Yeah, that's just unstoppable. So, I mean, like, if we want to do a compare and contrast, you know, it's like, we got doing a 540, but his 540, his head is barely above the ramp. So it's like, you know, you give it hats off. It's still hard, but it's hard to compare. It's kind of apples and oranges sometimes.
That's right. Takeshi Yasutoko leading all scores right now with a 47. CJ Wellsmore. And CJ also has the ability, as you mentioned, to skate street, parks, whatever.
I'm actually really surprised. I've never seen him skate vert and go this big. I mean, I've seen him, like, you know, session a ramp, but I've never seen him, like, those are good, you know, 8 feet out airs, nice 540. We all know he can grind anything, so it's actually cool to see the other aspect of vert skating, which actually is grinding. Everyone's so good at going big, but the thing that Takeshi brings in that a lot of people don't is he can do both. He can grind and he can do 12-foot airs.
CJ Wellsmore looking like he's having some fun too up there on the half pipe.
He's like, I got nothing to lose. I'm up here doing my best.
Otto getting ready to drop in, and he has a 39.67, chasing Parker and Yasutoko.
Yeah, I mean, in between Shane Yost. Whoa, there we go. Double backflip. Doesn't need the cage anymore.
Yeah. He's got the double backflip there.
Nice topside acid.
But were you saying he was trying to triple the full
Yeah, man,
I remember that.
He hooked, and I swear, he came so close to landing. He put his feet down and like roll away, and then just like pounded his head on the back of the ground.
Well, was pretty happy with that run, and he should be. He'll probably get a pretty decent score above that 39.67 with that double back. And we'll go right into Richard Parker again. You're watching the Kia World Extreme Games edition here.
Nice alley-oop flat right there. Another one. Oh, that's good for Parker. He knows he needs to put in a solid run.
Yeah, you're one and done right there. He's got one run left as time is winding down. And Takeshi Yasutoko, he is just determined. You can see it in his eyes, and all he needs to do is just get another solid run, and what he does, he'll be that's a pivot anyway.
Watch this there. He's easily, like, when I stand up with my hands completely raised, he's still another like 4 feet over me. Nice little Viking flip there. He's human.
Every now and then he falls. Well, maybe Takeshi has opened the door up just a little bit. Not much. He wants to give everyone a little bit.
He opened the door, but he's still got the chain on the lock.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. Yep. So we will go to our third run. This will be the third and final run for David Gianni. David is 34 years old. He totals out right now at 55. So the 10-minute heat coming down to this third and final run of heat number 2. The top 5 skaters from heat number 1 and 2 will advance to the final. We'll have that for you right here.
Let's got some adrenaline going because he stepped it up a little bit. I'm hoping to see, you know, if you're gonna leave it all out there, you might as well go for broke now.
And the skaters can see the score. There's a couple different plasma TVs up there with their scores on there, so they can see where they're at and what they need to do.
This guy's a 540 in there. This is where his run kind of falls apart. Did that grind, was up above the coping, going pretty good, did the grind, and then everything just kind of
He got a little tired at the end. You can see he's a little bit gassed. CJ Wellsmore, who's had a pretty good Kia World Extreme Games, getting a lot of exposure. Australia, 25 years old, and through the channel.
boosted up there. Good style. It's very, very rare that you see street skaters that can air 4, 5, 6 feet out. It must be the Australian blood.
You mentioned street skaters. I love it that he is now doing both events and competition because I think that's what sport is.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I mean, when you can be a crossover skater, you can skate bowls, you can skate competition, you can skate vert. You know, it just gives you more opportunity to make an earning, more opportunity to represent your sponsors, more opportunity to you know, just promote the sport in general, and people can buy into, you know, the full package. You know?
That's right. Well, you know, it's part of it, and he's such a showman too, which is great.
He's having a great time. He's been having the last, you know, last year and a half has been really good. It's just growing and growing. Double backflip.
Flat bottom, that's a tough one. He'll be in the final though because he's got an 83.33.
Pushed out just a little bit, so I shouldn't hurt him too bad, like you said.
That's the third best score total for the 10 riders.
So Parker can put this together. His scores are a little lower than I thought they were based on that first run.
He needs a big score right now. He needs a 44 easily.
Gato spin right there. It looked like a cat.
If he can get in the 43, 42, right around there, he might have an opportunity to get in.
Whoa,
that's creative.
Nice. Inverted hand plan. 540 over the channel. It really is like when you're skating vert, it's really about staying above coping. As soon as you either are landing too low or you don't have your legs and you're gassed out, you're below coping, it just is like a big mini ramp. And judges just ding, 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 ding.
Well, Takeshi doesn't even know where the coping is. He never really sees it because he's about 10 feet above it plus.
It's like, I need glasses.
This will be the last run of this heat, and then we will decide on our top 5. Takeshi, 6-time medalist here in Shanghai, China.
Just tearing this ramp apart. Nice little Viking flip there. All the way back. Nice little fish brain, 270 top, forward 9. Yeah, I mean, this is like a warm-up run for me. Just sit down. All right, see you guys in the finals.
Takeshi Yasutoko, 26 years old, out of Japan. He has won in Shanghai 6 times leading up to this year. Will he make it a 7th? We will find out. He'll definitely be in the final. Again, the way that we broke this down is we had 10 skaters going into it. 5 will survive, and the 5 best scorers will be our finalists. As the judges continue to negotiate and break down the scores, we got some images of Takeshi and Eito. Shane Yost had a big competition. We'll see if he gets in. Otto definitely had a good run at it. The young Toa, as you saw right there, Kawasaki, who just skated by, only 14 years old in this competition. And you see a Takeshi sign right there in front row and center here in Shanghai, China. So again,
Another meeting to fade.
yeah, that's right. Vert final should be pretty exciting. And, again, you see Takeshi fan right there, and you just never know where those signs will pop up. So again, the top 5 will advance into the final, and this is a look at the final result so far. Eito Yasutoko with a 92, Takeshi with a 92. These are the top 5 going into the final, so make sure you stick around for that. It will be exciting, a truly international field of skaters. We will be back with much more and the finals after this.
Alright, here's the top 5. We're winning about 8 minutes and 20 seconds there. One more time before we get to the final round 2. Here's your top 5. Sweeping in that fifth and final spot, Australia. Shane Yost, you got it done. Inline, Headshot, fourth, Round1 third. Takeshi Yasutogo is there in your top qualifier for final round 2. Ito Yasutogo. Those of you out in the crowd will run in reverse order. We'll get a 10-minute jam once again. We in top 5, Ito Yasutogo, Takeshi Yasutogo, Round1, Inline, Headshot, and Shane Yost. Hey, for you guys down there in the deck, once again, Shane, you got the 5th spot. You're in, you got 5. Yeah, you're in. That's not a typo, you're in. Nah, we're looking, we got it under your computer, you're 5th. Yeah. You're definitely 5th. Did it say something different on your guys' monitor? Or are you just questioning it?
Hi everybody, welcome back to Shanghai, China, the Kia World Extreme Games, and some Kia moments of the day from the Inline Vert. Heat number 1 and heat number 2. It has been spectacular so far. Plenty of Kia moments of the day for you to take a look at, and we have much more to come as we get set for the Inline Vert final. And that's where we are right here in Shanghai, China for the Kia World Extreme Games. We'll take a look at the rules and how it all breaks down for the Inline Vert final. And this is how it is. We've got 5 skaters. They'll compete in a 10-minute heat jam format, and the highest score wins. And it should be interesting to see how all this breaks down. And for the last 6 years here in Shanghai, China, it's been Takeshi Yasutogo who has won the final. And there's a good look at Otto. Hewi's in the final. Bolanos out of Colombia. Of course, the Yasutogo brothers are in the final. And that's pretty much where they end up each and every competition. And here's a look at the start list. Shane Yost. He will make it into the final as he does. Shane Yost, he will go first. And you can see a truly international field of these competitors. Takeshi and Ito will be going 4 and 5, so they will have an opportunity to compete head-to-head. And of course, Shane Yost out of Australia will start it off. Ezekwe Anderson, your thoughts as we get set for this 5 skaters to go in the aggressive inline vert final?
I think the judges did a really good job. The guys that are in the final are definitely going to bring their A game, and it's going to be a good one to watch. I think overall, the guys know what they need to do. They've been skating together, and they've been watching the Yasutogo brothers. So short of one of them going down pretty hard, it's going to be hard. I think it will be a battle of Japan.
Yeah. And of course, Ito and Takeshi will go, but before that, we've got Shane Yost, who's getting ready to drop in, and he had a pretty good round of heat number 1, and 26 years old out of Australia. A little butterflies probably going on, and once you drop in, it all goes away.
I think they're still warming up.
So it will be a 10-minute final, and once they get going, they will consecutively go from top to bottom. They'll get about 3 runs in total. And taking a look at the crowd on hand here underneath the lights in Shanghai, China.
Always like skating.
Oh, it's a perfect time.
It's a little bit cool. You know, you don't get too much. Definitely rock star status.
Otto Bolanos getting ready and warming up as he is eyeing. There's the coping right there. We talked about that metal bar, and that's exactly where it is. And you see it sticks out a little bit
I think he's thinking about that last double backflip that he did because he kind of popped out. I think he's trying to find the spot that he wants to lift off of.
So we've got a minute to go before the competition kicks underway in the inline vert final. And again, as we mentioned it a few times, it doesn't hurt to mention again, Takeshi Yasutoko coming into this has won it 6 consecutive times, and now the inaugural Kia World Extreme Games. He's trying to make another mark on another competition circuit as we are in Shanghai, China here in 2013 for what should be a very fun inline vert final, and it will be a vertical one. That's no doubt about it.
Yeah, all these guys like to get inverted. All of them are going to be doing at least 900s, if not 1080s. You know, doubles. We'll see some doubles come out. I've been seeing even Shane Yost, who hasn't been skating as much in competitions lately. I see him warming up his double flat spins. So,
Eto doing a little course maintenance up there, half pipe maintenance. Also Shane Yost in this competition. He will start it off. And then, of course, when you take a look at this ramp, it's a huge ramp with a roll-in in the center. Some athletes decide to just roll in off the platform, but to start off the competition, it will be Shane Yost dropping in from the big roll-in as 10 minutes left in this inline vert final. As they will get 10 full minutes, about 3 runs each. He's trying to pump up the crowd, and in doing so, Ezekwe, that pumps himself up as well.
there's a little prayer there. It says, please God, let me land the tricks I know I can land.
And he's going over those tricks in his head. You just saw him spotting them. And here we go. Shane Yost dropping in. 2013 inline vert final at the Kia Extreme Games.
He's not waiting until the second and third run. He's going to bring it all out on this first one. He's going big. Big twist right there. Flat spin. Little side, little Garfunkel flip.
Shane Yost winding down his 30-second run, going over the channel, up on the coping. All this is after the clock, and it will come in. And so a pretty good way to start this, Shane Yost. There's a good look at Nadenoff. Good way to start things here. Aggressive inline vert final. There's a great look at the channel, taking an immediate left turn.
Boost. Getting up there. Really solid skater. Nice flat spin. Judges are definitely going to be looking for, are his grabs tight. As far as the spins, though, and the use of the ramp, he's definitely got it down.
That's right, the judges looking at how much of the ramp you use. Yost got a 39 to start off the aggressive inline vert final. Nadenoff, we'll see what he gets as Otto Blanes from Colombia gets ready to drop into the ramp. He is 30 years old, and he pulled off the double back a couple times. The second double back he did, kind of over-rotated a little bit, and up in the flat bottom.
Yeah, just popped off. It's such a weird trick because as you go up, you have to go up, and if you push out at all, you land way too far out. That was a solid one.
He nailed that one really high on the transition, which kept up the speed, doing the aggressive technical tricks up there on the coping.
Yeah, a little topside acid there. Ryan
kind of wasted a couple walls there.
He's got a couple big tricks, but he's got a little too much set up. Wasted walls to my liking, but it was a solid run either way.
Takeshi Yasutoko qualifying.
What do you think?
Second spot.
First one out. He's got to be like, what?
Yeah. For some reason, if the competition would have ended after that second heat,
yeah, I know. He's going huge right now.
Sometimes because of weather, that
Double flat. 180. Yeah, forward 900. Landing like an inch below coping.
I kind of like this first run of the competition better than I do this run.
Well, I would say overall flow, but his trick level right there is just through the roof. That's going to score really well with the judges.
So Bolana's got a 43 to lead all scorers until Takeshi. Now Eito, 29 years old, the older brother from Japan. And these guys travel the world on their inline skates, doing shows and competitions.
Can you imagine getting along with your brother so well? You spend most of your life just traveling around skating, having a good time.
Bad way to go.
Gotta be awesome. Oh, pushed out a little bit. Landed a little low on that one. He's gonna have to pump it back up.
He too has his routine memorized. Every wall is planned. Double back.
180 right there.
He just cruised across about 3.5 panels.
Yeah. This is a really solid run as well. Oh, at the buzzer. He knows it too. He's like, ah!
I think he's trying to encourage the judges that came after the buzzer. So we'll see how that breaks down. Takeshi with a 45.33. Eito. And you watch Shane Yost, he is visualizing his run.
Yeah,
That's about exactly what he's doing.
he's an uber competitor, and even though he hasn't been competing lately, he knows how to win. And I'm actually really, really happy with how big he's going. I mean, he's just boosting like he never missed a day of training.
Really high outside of the ramp. Shane Yost got the lowest score in the first run.
1080 right there. Just thinking about going over this channel there, setting it up. Nice, solid run, but he had a couple of wasted walls. I mean, I don't think he got in the one big trick that he really knows he needs to land, which is that double. In order to crest up into the top 3, I would say.
Score to be looking at is that 46 by Eito Yasutoko, his brother, 45.33. Made enough, getting ready to go in now. He has a 40.33, a respectable score with him.
Yeah, I mean, he came out. He's looked at. I mean, nice, like 8-foot airs. Really nice style. Flat spins, getting inverted. Alley McTwist. Wow, right, nice 900 right over the channel.
That was a little sketchy.
Yeah, he was threading the needle on that one.
Yeah. That's a straight drop from there.
Nice back royale over. Good use of the ramp. A lot of big tricks. I mean, I don't know if he can take out one of the Yasutokos, but if he's not, it's definitely third.
Ended up with a good run. Came in with a 40.33 auto. Getting ready to drop in. He has a 43. Third skate to go. This will be a second run. And here we go. Drops in the chat. Again, that double back. Let's see if he's going to go for it again.
Nice 540 over the channel.
Does he need to do another double back?
That's his
Signature?
signature. I mean, that's the trick. The only thing is when he's throwing it early because his legs are still strong enough to do it, it kind of kills part of his run because then he starts getting a little bit lost. Like this one, that line right there, he's just wasted. 1080 right there. The 900 right there, so kind of fell out of it. We'll see what the judges have to say.
Definitely want to see a trick on every single wall. And a good example of that will be what Takeshi does right now. He will not waste a wall. Every trick lends itself into the next.
Yeah. That's, I mean, even on the street course, if you get 20 tricks in and your closest competitor gets 10, I mean, it's hard to compete, you know.
Takeshi is in a league of his own right now, sky and high.
It just goes so big, he makes it look so easy. Flat.
That's huge. You'll have one run to correct it. His brother's in the lead right now. Eito. Your brother, 29 years old, is in the lead with a 46. Eito has a 45.33. And I was looking at Takeshi and going over that, he looks like he's concerned. You know, prior to dropping in, he's got that it's a certain focus, but also it looked like he was concerned.
I don't think he's his brother. So, King choppy.
And Takeshi almost, Eito almost fell in the flat bottom. Got a little squirrely.
A little squirrely because held together. Right here. Double back flip with a half.
And he landed pretty far in the flat bottom on a couple tricks. So
these guys are so strong though that even when they land flat, they still can seem to get right back up. You know, it's like rather than being three walls, it's one, and they're right back up to normal height.
That will be your current leader, Eito Yasutoko, because his brother Takeshi got a 30.67. So this will come down. This is all building up to come down to the last run. Shane Yost has a 79.33. So take a look at the 92 that's on the board right now for Eito, the older brother, who used to win all the contests till his little brother gained a little weight and a little strength.
Yeah.
And then the lights were on.
Yep. Here comes first flat spin. Little big twist. I don't think he's going to have enough in him to get the double that he knows he needs. Yeah. You could just kind of tell that he had bobbled a couple and he didn't quite have enough.
Nadenov will go now. He's got an 81.67. Not quite on the podium, as he is sitting in fourth place. They're kind of lining up where they qualified, except for the Yasutoko brother. Actually, they're all lining up where they qualified, except for Bolanos, who has an 83.67. Actually, Takeshi is right now in third place.
Yep.
When you look at the leaderboard.
That's the thing, like, you know, the pressure cooker. You know, you get out here, you fall once, you only got 3 runs, all of a sudden it's like you don't land your best stuff, you know you're not going to place, you know, and it's even when you're used to being the number one, it's still you gotta put up or shut up.
Well, sometimes the number one's got to go down, right? Nothing ever stays the same. So Nadenov with an 81.67, respectable score. I'm not sure if he'll improve on that. Bolanos has an 83.67. High energy Otto is.
Yeah.
Looks like he looks at life with the glass half full. There's no doubt about that.
Most of our guys look at it and that glass is empty.
Depends on what
Fill
time
it back
of day
up.
it is.
Fill it back up. I need another. Give me a double.
I had a different analogy I was talking about. Be careful, you're on live TV somewhere. Bolanos, he's a little low in the pipe right now. He lost a lot of steam.
Yeah, this run's gonna probably be his throwaway run. Legs are getting a little tired.
Well, right now he's on the podium and he's got a bronze medal right now. I'm gonna say I'm saying he's really in second place, but this guy getting ready to go could change things up. Right now, this is it. Takeshi has to get a really good run, otherwise,
Look at him. Look at him. You can see it. He's just like,
if he falls or has any type of falter, his brother's going to win the competition.
brother comes down to this.
Yep, certainly does. Super high.
Boost.
我们只有默默的替他祈祷，看他有多么微弱。
Double flat spin.
Yeah, very smooth. Lost a beat.
900. We'll set up. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Is this worthy of the 47? He's gonna need a 47 or more. Just a little bit above 47.
I don't know if he took his brother out. His brother kind of boosted a little bit bigger than him.
I don't think that was a gold medal run, to be honest with you.
Well, the grinds are where he makes up a lot of room. 360 to Royale.
And you know what? If you are strategic, Eito, if he's strategic, he should wait for the score to come up to see if he has to really uncork it, because at 91, he's going to win the competition. There it is. There's your gold medal winner right there. He's already won it, won by 1 point. I think he knows it. He just won, defeated his brother. First time in 6 years we've got an upset. Eito Yasutoko, the gold medal winner. This is the glory run, and he knows it. How exciting is it for the 29-year-old defeating his little brother? How about that, Ezekiel Anderson?
I'm actually really, really proud of him, really excited for him. He hurt himself a couple of years ago learning some new tricks, and he's been battling back a little bit at a time, and it's really cool to see him strong and, you know, giving it his all. That was his brother. That's awesome.
Yeah, that is good. So Eito wins it, and how about that? That was pretty special. Got to feel good. So Eito and Takeshi
bad point, but
go head to head. It came
so
down
fun.
to the last couple riders.
Thank you to the cheers. Yeah, yeah. Thank you very much. 谢谢. I love Shanghai.
All right, sneaking in on his conversation, and again the crowd looking on hand, coming down to see a great competition. Eito Yasutoko, with identical scores of 46 in run number 1 and run number 2, comes away with the win at a 92. His brother, who on his second run faltered, but here you go, Eito Yasutoko from Japan. He wins. Takeshi, the silver medalist, and Autobanos from Colombia with the bronze. So congratulations. So Takeshi Yasutoko and Eito Yasutoko make it happen, but it's Eito in the end with Bolanos winning the bronze. We've got much more from Shanghai as we continue with the Kia World Extreme Games from Shanghai, China. Much more after this. Stay with us. Okay. So, Eito won it. Make sure he knows he's on live TV.
Okay.
I forgot.
Eito.
Okay, how do you want them to stand?
So, hello everybody and welcome back to the Kia World Extreme Games. It's been a great day of competition and day 2 of our competition here in Shanghai, China. And we had just witnessed the aggressive inline vert final, and it was a great final. Eito Yasutoko won it. He defeated his brother Takeshi Yasutoko. And down there on the ramp is Ezekiel Anderson to talk to both of them. Ezekiel?
I'm here, sitting here with the winner, Eito. How's it feel to beat your brother down?
So I spend a lot of time, and then my wife helping me a lot, and then I get Chinese friends a lot, and they bring me to the Udo Basin before they come here. So I always trying to beat him and beat myself. So I won.
I won.
So,
So and how, are you happy? You're not happy? How you feeling?
it's a half and half because of course I want to try two more tricks. I have idea more, but this time is my second run is I gotta miss it. It's it's a big point.
So was the ramp with the channel and what you're used to? Are you guys feeling it in general?
So I did the demos a lot. So and then the half pipe always changing. So and then I enjoy the transition and the slope. So I did trying to my best for big and airs tricks. So yeah.
And you guys been here in Shanghai? You having a good time in Shanghai this time?
Of course, every time. This is maybe 9 times, and you come to Shanghai, and then I have friends. It's a nice place. I like it.
Well, congratulations. Thank you very much for coming out. Back to you, Paul.
Thanks a lot, Ezekiel Anderson. And they talk about always trying to beat myself. That's what, of course, Eito said. And finally, he beats his brother. And that's a great camaraderie between the two brothers. Great competition. It opens up a whole new chapter in their lives now. So I hope you enjoyed what you've seen today, but how about tomorrow? BMX Mini Mega Final. The bikes hit that big ramp, and also the skateboard vert final. That's going to be fantastic, as Annie McDonald is back on that ramp as well to try to double gold here in Shanghai, China. The Kia World Extreme Games, I certainly hope you enjoyed it. We enjoyed bringing it to you. For Ezekiel Anderson, for Zach Yankush, and Pierre-Luc Gagnon, I'm Paul Higgins. Thank you so much for watching the Kia World Extreme Games in Shanghai, China. We will see you tomorrow with plenty more action. Make sure to visit us again in Shanghai.
赛事连续在这边已经办了第7年哦。那明天还有更精彩的一些赛事也会在这边进行。如果说今天看得不过瘾，不妨明天还可以再过来。那你也可以带着，因为明天是中国年哦，好像是端午节，我记得没错。如果说你有认识老外不妨明天可以带个肉粽请老外吃看看我们中国的肉粽代表中国的一种民俗哦。OK， 好，我们要进行颁奖。好，那我们准备颁发我们的第3名选手。第3名选手，他的分数是83.67，是来自哥伦比亚的选手。
Here we go, time to hand out some hardware, taking home the bronze medal out here in Shanghai. He's all the way from Colombia with a score of 83.67. Give it up for Otto!
好，掌声鼓励一下哥伦比亚的选手。好，再来第2名跟第3名，第1名跟第2名，你们想谁？哥哥还是弟弟？哥哥还是弟弟？都同样的。好，第3名就是第2名是来自 91分的日本选手。
It was a hard-fought battle between the two brothers, but in the end, taking home the silver with a score of 91 out of Japan. Put your hands together for Takeshi Yasutoku!
我弟弟从第3顺位晋升到第2顺位哦。好。 他一出的成绩本来掉到第3位哦。
Thank you. Thank you very much.
好，谢谢大家给他鼓励支持，再次掌声鼓励一下好不好？